All right, on this episode of the Holy Ruckus podcast, it's a party. We got a Holy Ruckus conversation hangout that's happening live. We got so many folks here, so let me go ahead and put them on. But yeah, we're really excited to have everybody here. What's going on, y'all? How you doing? Go ahead, unmute yourselves.
Yeah.
Hey,
Happy Advent.
Yeah.
Yo, hello.
Maranatha. Let him come. Oh my God. Look at that sweater. It's sweater. We got sweater weather outside.
What's going on, Father Pat? Another episode, and here we are together once again, and we brought some friends.
The whole Holy Ruckus team is present and accounted
Absolutely. It's so cool. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So let me go ahead and introduce folks from left to right. I'm pretty sure this isn't like Zoom. Everybody's in one place in that sense. So again, I'm your host, Josh Mosh, 255. And then who didn't get the memo? Let's go. Or no, the ladies did. Tony, I don't know about him, but let's go. Go ahead. And then go ahead and mute.
For me?
Go ahead. Yep. Mm-hmm.
You saying how is it me?
Yeah, Tori. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, sorry. I accidentally unplugged my mic. Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Tori. Tori Wesley. Yes, happy to be part of the social media team for Holy Ruckus. I'm 27. I don't know what else to say. Happy Advent.
There you go. I'm 27. I go to no.
I don't know.
Awesome. Go for it. Next one.
Hey everyone, I'm Julia Struckley. I'm here in Richmond, Virginia. I'm a part of the Holy Ruckus team social media team. I also am a blogger, and I'm really excited. I have a lot of hot takes about Advent Christmas music, and I can't wait. So happy to be here.
There you go. Yeah. Go ahead, the gentleman.
what's up, everyone? I'm Anthony Esser, occasional blogger, video producer, contributor to the Holy Ruckus. Happy to be here with you all celebrating Advent Week 1.
Go ahead. And then next, yes, please.
And this is I'm crashing the party over at the McHugh household, coming to you live from Gaithersburg, Maryland.
Christopher Walken.
For sure.
And Annie, our blog coordinator for the Holy Ruckus. Hi, Annie.
Hello, how are you guys?
What's up? And we're gonna add one more just to make it like extra special. Our good friend and part of the social media team, and been with the Holy Ruckus from the very beginning. All y'all, but here we go. Here she is. Oh, Gashi, what up?
Hi, how are you? Thank you, Father Pat.
It's so good to have you. How are you, Gashi? What's going on?
Could be better. Injury. I injured myself, but God is still good, even in those injury moments. So 2020, fun times.
Totally. 2020 just keeps on knocking people out, hurting everybody, taking names.
Yeah.
But here we go. Let's dish it out a little bit more. Let's totally like punish people's spirits right now with the Holy Ruckus. Folks, if you didn't know, we were doing Advent Christmas kind of tournament style, like brackets, like who would win if we put different songs against each other, right? And you responded, you listened, and you gave us your opinions, you gave us your hot takes. Now we're gonna bottle all that up, all that repressed Christmas energy, and we're just gonna regurgitate it right here and now for the next 45 minutes to an hour. So you have been warned. I'm not pulling any punches. I think we're just going to go for it. Secular, religious, Advent, Christmas, Kwanzaa can get it too if they want. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, everybody can get it. But anyway, yeah, so let's begin. But first I wanted to just go around. Let's just let our hair down with the exception of Father Pat. What is your favorite Christmas song? Like what gets you going? What gets you going? And I want to start with my co-host, of course, and Miss McHugh as well. What is your favorite Advent Christmas song? What gets you moving?
Oh my gosh. I've had so much fun thinking about this all week. And I I have that like, you know, nervous, like teenage, like middle schooler energy of like, I have too many answers, you know, if anything. So at some point you're going to have to cut me off or whatever. But I have Advent songs and Christmas submissions. And I could do a whole like 64 bracket list myself, but I'm gonna try very hard to limit myself. So here's my submission for my best and favorite Advent song. I am a big fan. This makes a regular appearance during the Lessons and Carols. If you've ever experienced Lessons and Carols,
Yeah, I've slept through them.
Well, I used to sing them, so I'm just saying.
There you go.
Royal David City, it gets me every time. It really gets me in that Advent mood. Once in Royal David City, it's very British sounding, but I love it. And it's big get for me. And then I'll save some of my suggestions for later. But for now, I'm going to give you my submission for my favorite secular song. And the background to this is basically I have betrayed young Patrick. Young Patrick would be very mad with me right now if he knew what I was about to say. Because in my household growing up, we listened to the Amy Grant Christmas album, basically the cassette tape. That's how old we were and are. And we listened to it basically on like repeat during Advent, like when we're decorating the house and everything, and like we had dance routines, etc. You know.
I think we can see one of those.
Oh my gosh. So basically the whole album for me and my money competes with Mariah Carey's like Christmas album. It's on that level. Amy Grant gets it. She gets that Christmas. So if I'm going to
There you go.
I'm going to betray young Patrick, and I'm going to say that since I was ordained a priest, all of a sudden my grown-up Christmas list has this like special place in my heart now. It's like so cheesy. It's so corny, you know. No more lives torn apart, and wars would never start. And it's like it's so good. So much. And it's really just since I got ordained, I guess, because like now it's like I'm like, you know, mixing with people's lives more often, and like you encounter so much brokenness. You're like, yeah, I want those things. I want those things for myself and my people.
Thank you, Amy Grant.
Yeah, seriously.
Go ahead. Quick hitters. Go ahead, Annie, and then we'll go through the line. Your go-to Christmas jam, Advent jam. Go ahead.
All right, so I am actually learning a new Advent song this year with the kids, and it's called Of the Father's Love Begotten. And if you haven't heard it yet, you have to look it up. It is so good. And it was written in 300, so it's a brand new song. Okay.
Hot off the tracks.
Right,
yeah.
Exactly. But it's like, it's a beautiful like chanting melody, and it is so mysterious and beautiful sounding. So look that one up, Of the Father's Love Begotten. But it also, I'm not a good singer, and it goes really high and then suddenly really low. So I'm trying to teach it to the kids, and I'm like, oh, okay. So we're working through it, and maybe by the end of Advent, we will have that one down. I don't know. But if so, we'll have to post it.
There you go. Let's go around. Let's go, Anthony. We're going snake style on the way back. You're not a snake, Anthony, but we're going back.
I'm with Father Pat on this, where I could have my own bracket. I love Christmas music, and I was like racking my brain. I was driving my commute, listening to all kinds of Christmas playlists. I think I could go on and on. I think I'm gonna cheat like him and give you one like faithful, holy Christmas song that is my favorite, which is O Come Emmanuel, because I think it's like you go from Advent, that's an Advent song, all the way through Christmas. And I think, but I have to say that my secular jam as of recent years has been Ariana Grande's Tell Me, Baby. What is it? Is that what it's called? Tell Me.
No, Santa Tell Me.
Santa Tell Me. Thank you. Yes. And I
Santa Tell Me.
I just feel that it speaks of our universal longing for a lasting love that only Christ's presence can ultimately.
Oh, look at that theology on there, Ariana Grande.
Right? I mean, she doesn't want a man who's going to be gone by New Year's Eve. She wants a love that is forever. So, Jesus is going to be there next Christmas. He's going to be there every Christmas. I think Ariana just needs to, find the perfect gift. She needs to get to the crush. So I'm with Ariana this Christmas. All right.
There you go. Sorry, there's a little bit of feedback here, so I couldn't really. What are you guys doing over there? Next one, they'll get you.
I would say my favorite religious song Advent. I feel like Advent is always "O Come Emmanuel."
Don't downplay the significance
I also really,
and the power of "O Come Emmanuel." Go ahead.
I mean, it is significant and powerful, but I also really like for Christmas songs. I was in a choir, so I really love most Christmas songs, but I really like when they mix Silent Night and O Holy Night together. That combo is super cute. And then for secular songs, I don't know. Mariah Carey's the queen of Christmas, so really I'll fight anybody about that opinion because that's fact and Bible. Just kidding. But growing up, I was a huge fan of NSYNC. I mean, I still am a huge fan of NSYNC. So anything, the NSYNC, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, probably my favorite secular.
There you go. Go ahead, Julia. Let them have it.
Oh my gosh, I have so many thoughts. I'm over here motioning while everyone's talking. So yes to Once in Royal David City. I'm a music minister. That is a fun one to play. Classic. No, absolutely not to Grown Up Christmas List. We'll talk about that later. And I am with Etchy. I'm a pop music connoisseur. Back in the day when I was growing up, cassette tapes, you mentioned, Father, my cassette tape was New Kids on the Block Christmas album. It wasn't like the best, Fun Funky Christmas is definitely of its time and place, but we can talk about it. But I also loved NSYNC, Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas. That one gets me going for sure. And in terms of church music, classic, What Child Is This? First Noel, Joy of the World. So classic kind of girl.
Go for it, Tori. Yeah. And you also have a fan.
Oh, hello. That's my cousin. That's so funny.
There you go.
Let's see. Advent songs. I mean, yeah, O Come Emmanuel is classic. Okay, apparently Come Thou Font is an Advent song. I don't know if that's really true.
Really?
But apparently, I don't know. I just saw an article because I was like, what are
can we get clarification on it? Can we get that check? What do you think, Father Pat?
Can it be fact checked or no?
Does it pass?
I got your back. We know the judges have already ruled that Come Thou Long Expected Jesus can definitely be your secondary answer. I'm fact checking Come Thou Font. But
okay,
please continue.
That's fine. So yeah, there's Advent, whatever. So and then as far as my religious Christmas music, I would say I have so many. It's just so hard to pick just one. Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Always a good one, but that just reminds me of It's a Wonderful Life. And then my favorite secular Christmas songs, I guess. I mean, yes, I love NSYNC. I had their poster on my wall as a kid and love boy bands in general. I also saw Greg DeStefano talked about the Jonas Brothers. They've released 2 songs. They released one last year and just a few weeks ago that are honestly pretty good. But my favorite song, oh gosh. Yeah, I'm probably between NSYNC and then the Mariah Carey's classic, All I Want for Christmas Is You. I think just the opening to that just instantly I'm just like, oh, it's Christmas time. It just happens. Yeah.
Okay. They took all mine. I don't know. Maybe because I saw my daughter do a Christmas pageant a couple years ago, Away in a Manger. So Away in the Manger, and then it leads into Silent Night, which Silent Night's gonna get overdone, and I'm like, I don't know if I love it. But then Silent Night goes into it. So this is an album, and I'm big pop punk kind of guy, and so it was Reliant K did a Christmas album way back. Reliant K did a Christmas album, and when they did it, it was they did Silent Night, and then went into another song called I Celebrate the Day, and I don't know, it was pretty epic, and just the transition and just the music that went to it. And so it was really cool. And then O Come Emmanuel, obviously you can pray to it, You can praise to it. You can cry to it. You can do so much with it. So it's versatile. It's versatile. And then anything by, I mean, it's a guilty pleasure, man. I love Michael Bublé. He can do no wrong, man. His Christmas album, freaking fire, dude. Freaking fire. Do yourself a favor. Michael Bublé. And then I know David Archuleta can only hear out of one ear, but that one ear is great. So he's got it. He's got my vote. That's it. I mean, folks, let us in and please put your laughs in there. It sounds like I'm talking to like space. Vacuum.
I haven't heard that name, David Archuleta, in a very long time. So thank you for bringing that back. That's a throwback.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I want to be with you. I want to be for your good. I'm in your
Come on, the most adorable Mormon American Idol.
Yes, American Idol.
He's a Mormon?
Yeah.
Yes, dude, he went on mission after he won.
I would have been like, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I did want to make sure. I was like, I know Clay Aiken put out something. I know all
I
those
feel
guys
like
had a heavy
everybody in
rotation.
American Idol.
He's been up to some stuff.
Everybody in American Idol did. Kelly Clarkson has a really good Christmas album as well.
Very good.
Yeah,
let's
tree, girl.
Let's go into the comments really quick. Let's go into the comments. Greg, I'm sorry, guys. There's some like crazy feedback. Father Pat. Let's go. The Joe Bros with Greg DiStefano. I'm sorry, brother. Sorry. Nah, man, my man Greg. I've seen him around. He's cool, dude. Greg, I'm sorry, guys. There's some like crazy feedback. Father Pat. Who's talking? Okay. Folks, make sure if there's something going on in the background. Becca Medina, hello. Did the first round go out yet on the bracket? We're going to get into the bracket here in a minute. We're going to get in here. Let's see. The wifey. Oh, come all ye faithful, hands down. All right.
Okay.
All right. Barbara Lang, you loved Chipmunks all year long when you were little. That's true. That's true, is it not?
That actually might be my favorite Christmas song.
Chipmunks.
I don't know. I'm just mind blown. Yeah, the Christmas time is here.
Oh my gosh. Annie, is that on heavy rotation in the McHugh household? Chipmunks? No?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I wanted to see. Or I don't know about you, Tony. Do you crank that Chipmunks or not?
The Chipmunks, not so much.
No.
The thing that's on repeat in my house during Christmas is the Vince Guaraldi Trio Charlie Brown Christmas album. That's that smooth seasonal jazz that I could listen to on repeat for a month and a half.
There you go. Casey Perry, I have to think about my favorite Christmas song. However, I really do dislike the way Christmas songs have become more secular. It feels as if it takes Christ out of Christmas, which is what it should be about. I hear you. And you know what? To say that, Cassie, I was talking about it today with my students, and I was like, you know what? And I was like, it's kind of like extensions, like hair extensions, honestly. And I was like, you got, and my cousin always has these beautiful wigs and beautiful hair extensions that she rocks, and she puts that in with the other hairs, right? And it's like the substance. That's Christmas, right? That's the Christ in Christmas. But everything else is just like that extension of the joy that you feel for Jesus. And as long as we're tapping into that same font, that same well of, joy, I think you're safe. But I hear you. We need to get back to the real message of Christ in Christmas, man. And so that's why I think I loved how we started with the lessons and carols and Away in the Manger and O Come, O Come, Emmanuel. You can't get any more, deeper than that. So I think we're trying to get that balance.
It's another case for the NSYNC Merry Happy Holidays, because the lyric is blessings from above. God sends you His love, and everything's okay. So NSYNC Christmas. That song.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Everything's okay.
Yeah,
that's of both worlds.
One more. Yeah. Mary, did you know? Of course she did. Oh, we're gonna save this for the end.
Gosh, no, we're
gonna save this for the end, Father Pat. All right, we're gonna say. Can you remind me? We're gonna go ham on this one. And then how about I want a hippopotamus for Christmas? Father Pat, you seem really excited about it. Go ahead and tell us about it, because I don't know anything about it.
So well, that reminds me of another kid song, but I can't believe we haven't mentioned Hippopotamus for Christmas yet. I gotta give a shout out to Although I'm totally with Cassie Perry for that. The secular nature of like our music is kind of just disappointing sometimes. I still really like "I'm Getting Nuttin' for Christmas." Whichever one is that has that been mentioned. I'm nuttin' for Christmas.
Yep.
Mommy and Daddy, I'm mad. Yeah, I love that one. I'm gonna rule in favor of Tori. "Come Thou Font" it's gotta be an Advent song. I'm looking at these lyrics. It's like,
go ahead, hit him with the lyrics.
Come thou, Lord Jesus. I don't have a sufficiently stupid British accent available. Come, my Lord, tarry no longer. Like that. Okay, come on. Like, what are we talking about?
Wait, which one are you reading? Is that Come Thou Font? Yeah.
Come Thou Font. I'm looking at Come Thou Font.
Yeah, it's just a later verse.
It's just that's what I'm saying.
It's the verse that they don't get through in the procession. They're like, "Oh no!"
I have another submission.
Go ahead, I'll get you. And then we're
What
gonna get into the
about
crowd.
"Wood of the Cradle"? Has anyone heard that song? Wood of the cradle, wood of the cross. Da, 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 da. It's like a connection. It's like, bringing Advent into Lent, a whole
There you
thing.
go.
I love it.
And
Maybe
on the
it's like
vocals.
super classic, but yes. Not as good as Father Pat, of course.
Let's go, Mike McHugh here. Okay. Annie does an incredible solo a cappella version of the Trans-Siberian Orchestra's Carol of the Bells. Okay.
We have to hear
that.
Now.
We got to hear that, though. All right, we'll save
It's
that
a very,
one.
very specific rendition of that song, too. Like the Trans-Siberian Orchestra version. That's very specific.
I think because she adapted a Dwight Schrute's version of that song.
There you go. Come on, Annie, you got to do it towards the end here. You gotta close us out.
We're gonna give her some time to warm up.
There you go.
He's attacking me while nursing. Great, thanks, Mike.
I need a ruling on a couple of my submissions or my ideas. So there's one that gets a lot of Christmas play, and so I'm a little bit more confident in this submission than my second one, because you only hear it like post Thanksgiving Christmas music. Joni Mitchell's "River." I'm a fan. Okay, it's a very sad one, and it like barely mentions the holidays. It's like starts out like, "It's coming on Christmas, do-do-do, people everywhere, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, I wish I had a river I could speed away on." Like that's my soul right there.
That hits me in the feels, Father Pat.
I've never thought of it. I've never thought of it as a Christmas song, but I'll allow it. I think that's
there's
great.
Christmas.
Like
there's Christmas bells. I think at the beginning of that.
Christmas bells.
Oh, and it has actually. There's a little sample in there of like, do 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 do.
There you go.
For real.
Okay. So
I need
go ahead, Paul.
I need my second song. Okay, this is the second one that's probably a little less well known, but I think still kind of it's got a holiday like. It's got a motif, and this is Kenny Loggins' "Celebrate Me Home." Are you familiar with this one? Yeah, that's the one. That's like home.
Tori, you know what that
is?
Never heard of that.
I know who Kenny Loggins is, but I don't. I mean, I know Footloose. Like, I don't know.
Footloose or the Need for Speed. I'm out.
Oh, that's what
Give
they're
me a
saying.
number.
Is Anthony's dog wearing a Christmas sweater?
Not Highway to the Danger
You talking
Zone.
about your beer?
He is wearing my dog who's going back and forth. He's wearing a blue donut so he doesn't scratch himself. But we can call it. He's got his head. He's got we call it a Christmas ornament.
There you go. There you go. All right, let's get into the fans' votes, folks. With the bracket, we had going head to head. "Oh, Come All Ye Faithful" versus "Joy to the World." Who stays home? Who advances? What do you guys think? Let's hear it. Anyone?
I think if it's Mariah Carey, then it's Joy to the World because her rendition is top notch. If it's like, your church choir, then it's O Come All Ye Faithful. No shade.
I think that's a good point. It's a tough call. They're both like, you hear them and it's very Christmas mass, like it's very much, but Joy to the World always takes me home. It's the one they play on the way out and it takes me home. So Joy to the World.
Thank goodness that you guys have that on the way out, Joy to the World. I always get, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas, which is like the Spanish way of saying it. Every time it's like, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. And then, I'm a happy. I was like, come on, bro. You've already kissed me on the cheek like 5 times. Like, I mean, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. Too much lipstick. Christmas cheer.
Oh my god.
Shorty is like putting it on real thick. Home girl. Puts it on.
Just for you, Josh. Just for you.
Puts it on the hymnal. Can you say that? I don't know if you can say that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The people have spoken, and the people of IG have stated that "O Come All Ye Faithful" edges out Joy to the World 57 to 53%. "O Come All Ye Faithful." What say you? Do you think that's a fair? I mean, does it depend on who sang it?
I'm here for "O Come All Ye Faithful," depending on who sings it.
Yeah.
See, I couldn't vote on that one because I feel like "O Come All Ye Faithful" is how you come into Christmas Mass, and then "Joy to the World" is how you leave Christmas Mass. So I need both of those. I can't.
That's why I wanted to put them against each other. I was like, I specifically picked like we gotta knock some cats out with this. So
it's like when I tell my kids, you both win, right?
There you go. There you go.
I was basing my votes purely on the fact that Amy Grant covers "O Come All Ye Faithful," and it's fire. It's fire.
There we go. All right. How about this next one? Who wins between The First Noel and Silent Night?
Silent Night.
Silent Night, no question.
She they knocked.
Yeah.
Silent Night.
Yep.
First Noel is what they have the little kids sing in my church, the little kids choir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one-
I sound really shady, but I have a lot of choir experience, and it's usually the little kids singing First Noel.
Yeah.
As
I do love the First Noel, but I will allow Silent Night as classic too. And I feel like NSYNC though does a great First Noel. If ladies will from the
Is
Home
that
for the Holidays album.
My man JC Chagé's got the turtleneck,
Yeah.
the crucial turtleneck.
I mean,
he wore that turtleneck pretty much from like 1995 to I think 2003.
That was
Like
his
it was his look.
Yo,
Yeah,
that
it was
man's got the
nice.
steez, man. He can do it. Whatever. Can we have another podcast talking about the rise and fall of like some of these other cats? Like
I
Absolutely.
can talk about how
was
JC was
desperate.
robbed. He was robbed, but that's another podcast.
Someone did
Justin
him dirty.
Timberlake is only
Someone
famous
signed
because
off on
Britney
those
Spears cheated on
hairstyles.
him. Said it.
With his jean, did he have a jean vest on? I don't know. And here we go. You know what I'm talking about. You know this to be true.
For
Okay,
some historical accuracy, I mean, Silent Night, German song, First Noel, kind of a French word. So, I mean, historically, who wins in that situation? Just saying, fact.
Go ahead, hit him off with the German accent, Silent Night, real quick.
Stille Nacht, stille Nacht.
That sound is good. Anyway. Sorry, I always put him on the spot, man. He hated me. All right, Silent Night wins by 62% over First Noel with a 38. So the people have spoken. People have spoken for O Come, Emmanuel, and Waiting in Silence. Now, this is a deep cut here. Waiting in Silence? Crickets.
It's
Sorry.
a bit
I don't even
depressing.
know what.
It goes like waiting in silence, waiting.
Yeah.
It's really depressing. Da, da, da. Oh. I mean, they have Maranatha in there, so that's a nice like word, and it basically means "Come, Lord Jesus."
Yeah, to Agechi's point, I love O Come Emmanuel, but it's kind of like a morbid kind of sounding tune too. Like I know Advent's penitential and all of that, but why do all these Advent songs have to be so sad and like so morbid? Father, I don't know if you want to respond to that. I know we're being penitential, but does the music have to be that penitential?
No,
like,
not.
I mean, like the as far as like John the Baptist preaching, repent and turn away from our former way of life. So
Yes.
I mean, I'm about that. I'm about that, but I'm also like sufficiently Irish Catholic that like guilt is what I put into my tea. I'm just saying.
There you go. Okay. So come on, Emmanuel, 96-4.
I feel like mysterious. I would say it's mysterious, not morbid. And mystery is beautiful.
It reminds me of like another song in that category is Audrey Assad, her doing "I Wonder as I Wander." That's another one of these like.
Ooh. Now I love Audrey Assad, but I pay big money. I crowdfund to see her do some joyful Christmas songs, like Mariah Carey songs, like Word for Word. I want to see if she can do it.
She's not in that place. She's not in that place right now. Don't force her.
She's in Advent. She has not gotten to Christmas yet.
There you go, girl. There you go. Stay there. All right. Anyway, here we go. Who wins between this was already referenced, Carol of the Bells or Jingle Bells?
Carol of the Bells.
Absolutely, hands down.
Carol of the Bells. And is this just
any schmuck can sing Jingle Bells, but Carol of the Bells takes talent.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a lot more going on like with musicality in Carol of the Bells. If you can hear choir doing it, Jingle Bells, anybody can. I agree.
See, that's another one though that can also be like a little melancholy depending on the rendition. Yeah. But I love it. Like there's actually a small artist I discovered called the Whiskey Wasps that have a Christmas album, and they do a great rendition of Carol of the Bells. So check out the Whiskey Wasps, Carol of the Bells, if you're a fan.
Is that like a bluegrass joint, or
are they?
I don't know. I discovered them on Artlist, actually.
So you do have Artlist then?
No, I was on your.
You do have Artlist. You trying to get me to pay for Artlist? You got Artlist.
No, I was on your.
And if it's a cappella, I feel like Carol of the Bells with a good like arrangement can sound amazing, and it doesn't have to sound super depressing. Again, if you're not singing it well, maybe it sounds depressing because they're terrible. But Jingle Bells is a little more joyful. Everybody can get along, so if you like that, maybe.
Is this where we get Annie's rendition?
Yes, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
No?
Carol of the Bells. On your mark. Hit it.
Sing it with me. Mike was setting me up. Sing it with me, Father Pat.
There you go. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you. All right, no. Folks, keep them coming. Keep them coming with the comments. Did we not mention a song that you love here at the halfway mark here a little bit? But let's go. Let's keep going with our next one. Who wins between Little Drummer Boy and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
See, for me, it's Drummer Boy because but it's just like everything else around Christmas, totally biased on my nostalgia. But I grew up singing Little Drummer Boy in little choir with the cookies that she gave us and everything. So plus that's like you talk about like a song that puts you in the Jesus spirit. Like, come on, who's Rudolph?
And you had something.
Is a deer with a cold. Come on, what's going on?
Yes. Rudolph had COVID, guys. Okay.
Wait, did any of you guys learn?
That's the hashtag. Okay, Rudolph's COVID Christmas.
Rudolph the COVID Reindeer.
There we go.
Did any of you guys sing Rudolph when you went like had a very shiny nose like a light bulb?
Yes.
Oh my God, I remember that. Oh my goodness.
You'll go down in history like Columbus.
Like Washington.
Oh no.
What?
It doesn't.
I don't think of Little Drummer Boy as a Christmas song. Not since the episode of The Office where Angela Martin asked if she could come down the aisle or if they could come back down the aisle. First dance,
right, it's totally a wedding song.
Their
That's
first
right.
dance is going to be Little Drummer Boy.
The beautiful version of that song is Pentatonic. You know that one, Anthony? Pentatonics do a really good version of that song. Drummer Boy didn't like until I heard that one. You have to hear that one.
If they don't have drums, it didn't really happen.
The claymation version is so good.
Claymation. Yes. For folks that are listening, we will have a conversation on Christmas movies. We will have that coming your way as well. And for that bracket, we're gonna just make it top 8 because I think that way people will really tap into it. Top 8 with Christmas movies, and we'll do that on 2 conversations from now. But yeah, let's keep going. Well, Little Drummer Boy. Okay, so I love Little Drummer Boy. I remember actually playing it with a buddy of mine for a church, for a school, for a parish school. And I remember like my inspiration for it was, I don't know, this is really going to be a deep cut. Maybe only Anthony knows who this is. Do you remember the Almost? Did you ever hear about the Almost?
Yes.
So Aaron Gillespie, the drummer who does vocals, he sings and plays at the same time. And he's just a rocker dude, man, letting it all, with his carrot top and the whole thing. And it just really works. And he does a good rendition of Little Drummer Boy. And I just love it. And so that's me. But yes. And then Rudolph, I mean, if it's not the claymation, like me watching it and in the mood,
Yeah.
I'm good. I don't need him. Go somewhere, reindeer.
Right. Although, here's what I'll say about Rudolph. Rudolph has one of the most hype intros. Like when somebody kicks off with a Dasher and Dancer and Donner and Blitzen, people about to get crunk. Like it's about to go off. People get turned for just that lead in. We get so excited. I'm about that. I'm about that, getting the people into it.
Whoever Rudolph's hype man is, underpaid. Okay. Our last one here, and then we'll go into best of the worst.
Wait, who won?
I'm getting there. Who wins between I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus and I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas? What do you think?
I mean, it's not me. This is our disagreement. We disagree.
Really? You think it's the other?
Yeah, well, no, I'm going to go with what's going to win, or what do you want to win? What do you want to win?
What I want to win?
Yeah, what do you want to win?
I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa.
I'm going hippopotamus, baby. Let's go. Who was this? Was this Ogechi? Was this Tori or Julia's submission? Who repped this in our prep? I'm about that hippopotamus life. Let's.
I wanted it because it was about
it's actually
it's kind of silly.
That's cute, but like, and I get it, but I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas kind of has a materialism play, like a flavor to it. But here's the thing.
So then what's the flavor for the other one?
Oh, right.
But surely the lust of our loins, of course.
Naturally. That's what it's really all about.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. There wasn't really a winner there. I just wanted, I did the head-to-heads and I left it there. But then I asked people, best of the worst. The best of the worst. And what did I put up there? So this is like the songs that were just so bad, that you had to have them like go head-to-head. And even though they're just like doo-doo. But, one that was never shown. Oh, wait, no, before that. Christmas, Baby Please Come Home versus All I Want for Christmas Is You. Is it unanimous on this one? What is it?
All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Like, which one's worse?
Which one's better? Baby Please Come Home or
All I Want for Christmas Is You is unique.
Yeah.
I mean, Mariah Carey sang both, but obviously All I Want for Christmas is the best one.
I think I like the Motown version of Baby Please Come Home better.
True.
I want to know that this can be sung live. And need I remind you that Mariah Carey's voice was
We're not
singled
going to
out.
do that. We're not doing this. No.
She couldn't do it.
Sir,
She couldn't sing her own tracks.
That was 1 year. That was 1 year.
Lip-syncing that.
She's still
she gave us decades.
She's still amazing. And here's the thing. All I Want for Christmas Is You could be a praise and worship song from either our voice to Jesus or Jesus' voice to us.
There you go.
Saying.
Thank you.
Make that.
Okay, let me defend Mariah because that is her moneymaker, and it is dangerous to singers' voices to sing in the cold. And so,
all the time. Exactly.
Right, exactly. So it is
Dangerous.
a health decision, not just a matter of whether of course she can do it.
She's diva.
Yeah.
She should have just gone solo mute.
What? No.
She set herself up. I'm glad they caught her.
Josh is tripping.
I'm glad they caught her. They need to bring back Ashley Simpson because they did the same thing to her, and she could actually sing. No.
What? Wait a minute.
What
blasphemy?
It's tough. It's tough because all I want for Christmas Eve and Baby Please Come Home. They both have like really great intros, like that you're talking about hype father, like getting you pumped. Like when you hear the you just get a little bit, you know. And then also though, when you hear the Christmas, the snow's kind of, you get really hyped for that too. So I don't know, it's hard. It's like they're both really good.
There you go. There you go. Now we get to the best of the worst, and I wanted to put these head to toe. I want to put them head up on each other, but they're just so bad. But for different reasons, and I want to make sure I'm not the only one on this. Was I right? The best of the worst, head to head. Do they know it's Christmas? And Baby, It's Cold Outside. What do you guys think?
I love Baby, It's Cold Outside. I was so mad when I saw that you had that on best of the worst. I think
Annie, that's just you.
I loved it too.
Can we get a lyrics check for Annie on Baby, It's Cold Outside?
Yeah, why? Why? Tell me why this is a good
song. Can you defend it?
Our modern twisted notion of things makes us think it's all about that he wants to get in her pants. That is
no. I think it's the part where he
wants to get in her stocking, shouty.
He wants to court her by a warm fire, and then
they already had a date. She wants to go home. She's tired. Her heel must be hurt.
We don't know this.
No,
well, hold on. Could she? Okay, I'm not in any way suggesting that people are asking for this or that. I'm wondering out loud.
Got water in the glass?
My own peril. I wonder as I wander. I wander, and I'm wondering what manner does she deliver the "I really can't stay"?
Thank you.
That's a very.
Okay, we are getting very close to she asked for.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. Also, he put something in her drink. What's in this drink? He put something in her drink.
What's my drink? That's where it's time out, bro.
It's time out.
in her drink.
Fine, they put Dayquil.
In her drink. No, hot chocolate.
What do you put? Ginger ale?
No, hot chocolate.
Annie, are you listening to the Kids Bop version of this song, or like the
Are you sipping on that sauce?
Ever. I love that song.
What'd you put in that egg?
Before I like actually paid attention to the lyrics, my favorite version of it was Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey when they did it together because I was so obsessed with them. Also, I think Michael Bublé and there's great versions of it because it's a nice duety song. The other song I'm not super familiar with. It just sounds like it has a terrible lyrics.
Right, but I think that's because we're viewing it from the lens. We're viewing it from the lens of our culture that is super hypersexualized. And when it was written, actually sung, and we weren't there. Have you ever? Okay, no. I was just talking to Mike about the play Oklahoma.
Even the music videos.
Oh yeah.
Let's go, Julia. I want to hear Julia real quick. I want to hear Julia.
Julia. And I'm just a girl who can't say no, which sounds terrible.
Who's a girl who can't say no?
It's from Oklahoma.
Girl, you better rehearse that. No, you better.
It's the same thing. We're looking at it with a different lens.
Let's go.
We're looking at a different lens because women haven't had a voice for a very long time, and we're finally saying you need consent, and it's about consent, and that's timeless. You need to have consent. So I don't know. It's not a great song. It's not a good song.
You're pushy. You're very pushy. I like to think of
the second song?
Opportunistic.
What's the other song about? I'm not really.
All right. Do they know it's Christmas time? Now it's catchy, but the lyrics are suspect here. The lyrics are suspect.
Not great song. It's like the third world is so horrible there. Do they even know it's Christmas? They're so sad. Do they not know that it's Christmas time?
It was for Ethiopian people who.
It wasn't part of the Live Aid concert.
Yeah, it was like a band. It was like a Band-Aid song.
Duran, and
they did like a benefit concert type thing. But it was a weird. I'm like, who wrote this? Who said yes?
It's an example of intent versus execution. The intent was probably great, but the execution was not that great.
Let's go. Go ahead.
Is Is it really about Ethiopia, one of the oldest Christian countries like on the planet?
Yeah, that they've been in there for 100 years. That they finally knew just because of that song.
Let me hit him with some
Flip to the Acts of the Apostles, guys.
Here's to them underneath that burning sun. You ain't gonna feel guilt, just selfless. Give a little help to the helpless. Feed the world. I can't.
Yeah, I'm with Ogechi. I think the intention was good, but it is very problematic for sure. The intention, I think, was there.
There won't be snow in Africa this year. The greatest at Christmas time, the greatest gift they'll get this year is life.
I'm sorry. Oh,
the snow in Africa part is definitely just wrong.
It's like there's also not snow in Hawaii either.
Yeah,
we ain't thinking about that.
What is happening? Who wrote this? Oh my goodness.
Probably Bono.
Probably Bono. Don't be raining on my Bono parade.
There you go.
He's doing his best. Okay.
All right. Good. What else, guys? As we get
I have a submission for a terrible Christmas.
Terrible
Christmas
shoes.
Shoes. That
Christmas
song can
shoes?
go.
Oh,
Get it out of here. It needs to go.
What is that?
You haven't heard Christmas Shoes? Good. It's terrible.
What is that?
I'm with Ogechi. Christmas shoes.
Can you like hum it, or can you like give me something? What is Christmas shoes?
So I'm gonna buy these shoes for my mama, please.
It's Christmas time.
Like, she's been sick for quite a while. I know these shoes will make her smile if Mama meets Jesus tonight.
It's a bummer. It's such a bummer of a song.
Like basically, the person's mom is dying, I guess, and they think that the shoes are gonna like break. I mean, again, intent versus
gonna wear the
execution.
shoes in her
Intent versus execution.
Like miraculously heal or something. But then also she keeps talking about how Mama could meet Jesus. So like she's dying. It's really sad.
It's basically
I don't know why.
It's basically like the Hallmark movie of.
There was a Hallmark movie of this too.
Yes, it is. It's the Hallmark movie of Christmas songs because they're like, we're just gonna throw some intense emotion at you, and the dollars are gonna roll in. That's all it is. Is like, yeah, this little baby boy, girl, child's mommy is dying, and he just needs some shoes.
Christmas shoes is like a guaranteed re-traumatization of anybody who's like lost like a really close loved one.
Yeah.
Like during the holiday seasons, like, oh,
Get it
did
out
the
of
holiday
here.
party stink for you? Here's a song to remind you of why they stink so hard. You know?
Agreed, 100%.
No, and can I submit, please? Can we just get rid of permanently Santa Baby? It's time. And it's not just because, listen to me, it is not just because
Eartha Kitt in that song, okay?
Listen, God bless her soul. It's not just because Eartha Kitt sounds like Yzma from Emperor's New Groove. when she's singing it. But I mean, it is like the most. I mean, you want to talk about materialism in Christmas? That song goes hard. All I need is a deed, some diamonds. Come on now, get out of here with your sugar baby Christmas song. Yeah. I don't want to.
I also have another submission. I want to see how you guys feel about. Are you familiar with the Where Are You Christmas song?
Yes.
It's from like the Grinch movie.
From the Grinch.
I can't with that song. And I looked it up and
wait, I love it. No,
it's so sad. Okay, well, I want to hear why, but let me just tell you.
At the end.
Okay, but let me tell you. So, I was researching for this, and I guess Ogechi Mariah apparently wrote this song, and I was shocked because Faith Hill recorded it, and I just as soon as it comes on, I'm like, why is this playing? Like, why? It's so sad. So why do you guys like it so much? Why is it a good?
Oh my gosh!
Song?
All right, let me just tell you, like. Where are you, Christmas?
Why can't I find you? Where do you go? But
at the end, when the Grinch's heart is softened, I think I found you. Come on now, it's beautiful.
It's very whiny.
I mean,
it's a little.
Whoever sings it like needs an advent calendar. Like that's how you find Christmas. It's the 25th
not that
window.
hard.
Like it's not that hard.
It's
number 25
for you.
There you go. Hi, the Qs. Look at these guys.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hi.
You guys
Right.
What's your favorite Christmas song?
What's your all's favorite Advent Christmas song?
Oh yeah, Teddy.
It's a town of Bethlehem.
Teddy asked for that all the little town of Bethlehem.
Throwback. Very good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the final discussion points of the evening. And Father Pat, I don't know how you feel about this song, man, but have you heard? I mean, this is the big question. Like, did Mary know? Mary, did you know?
Here we
What
go.
do you think? How do we feel? Is there any defenders of Mary, did you know, in the house? Is there
I
any
like the
defenders?
I like the song. Sue me, but I love it. Okay,
You can like
when
it.
I do Lexio Divina,
Oh,
I often
no.
think. Let me
Go ahead.
talk.
Get it,
When I
get
do Lexio Divina, I'm always
speaking.
like,
I'm speaking.
what was Paul thinking? Or I wonder if they knew, and da-da-da. Like, I think extensively about the possibilities of their lives that's not written in the Bible. And so I just think that the person that wrote the song, and I look up the history of why the person wrote the song, and it was part of their like conversion and their part. It's a beautiful song, and it's just an effortless song, and people just overthink it. I think people overthink it, but I'm willing to hear arguments.
Okay, let's go. Catechist extraordinaire. Anthony, what do you think, man?
Look, I mean, I agree with Ogechi. I hear people that you could do an exegesis for me to like school me on why Mary knew, and I hear it, and the memes are funny, and I don't fault anyone for it. But I go with Ogechi in that if you like the song, I think there's definitely scriptural value. It's a nice reflection. It brings together, as we were talking about earlier, the Advent, Lenten thing. So the catechist in me says approve.
No.
Reflect on
What
it, go with
parish
it.
are you representing right now? No, that's awful. That's awful. Cut. Julia, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to like the song, and I like Ogechi's point about the Lectio Divina and
Let him
like
have it.
dignation, kind of
Tell
like.
him.
But
Say words, son.
I don't know. It's been covered so much. I think anything that's overdone, I can't. And so the pentatonics, I just researched and found that Dolly Parton apparently did an amazing rendition of it. I looked at it. I listened to like the first few bars. It still got to me. It was still just like, nope, I can't. Like it's too overdone. I don't know. It's more just how often it's been done for me that I'm over it.
The pentatonics one didn't touch you. It was so good.
I also have
version
a
was
heart of
so
stone. I have a heart of stone, Ogechi. Really, I can't.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
I know.
darn.
Tori, anything? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the pentatonics version. I think it just got overplayed. Like as soon as, or maybe pentatonics in general, it was just like a phase. I feel like some of my family went through where they just played pentatonics all the time, and we're like, "This is amazing." But Mary, did you know? I think I used to like it, but now I'm just like, no, like, I can't.
It's not going down. Annie, Father Pat, I give you the last word. What do you think?
In the most charitable light, like in the most like possible positive reading, in my humble but correct opinion, I'm gonna say that this it could be a genuine like curiosity as to Ogechi's like Lexio meditative, like are we asking because we really want to know what she knows, like what is your answer? But that's the problem. We don't have that information. It could just be a question of like, hey, did you know? Like I'm telling Mary. I'm not teaching Mary. I'm not teaching Mary about her life. Come on, she's the one who's supposed to. She's teaching me. She's telling me. Plus, there's a whole list of like the like. No, she didn't know that. Yeah, she knew that. Right. Yeah, she knew that. You can't ask that question because it's heresy, and I will drop the heresy. But I will drop the heresy hammer on the fourth question in or something is something like, did you know that the boy that you would deliver would one day deliver you? And that's not our Catholic life. That's where we can't go with that, and we don't go with that because she was saved by her son's graces at the moment of the Immaculate Conception. So she was already delivered, although
it's also not a Catholic song.
That's true. So I'll grant you that this is why I see most of the people who are real solid naysayers are on the Catholic side of things because although I have met hardcore apologists outside of this conversation, I've met some hardcore apologists for this song. And I guess it's just the beauty of it that people get like really wrapped up in and want to like.
Because we do the similar thing a lot when like we do the we walk with Mary, so that's kind of like thinking about what Mary thought, and we do it a lot during Lent. And so I know a couple of the questions he asks are like heresy, and I think that's why people like destroy the whole song. But the general notion, I will be a hardcore advocate. I got in a really heated Christmas party debate about this, so it was actually comical. I'm like, how much of a Catholic nerd are you that you're in the debate about this song?
Food in their Tupperware on the way out. Amy, go ahead. Anything, Amy?
Oh. Okay, sorry. Okay, the line that I really struggle with always is that the baby you deliver will soon deliver you, that whole thing, because Mary's already delivered. But one of the best like meditations or reflections that a priest gave me after confession once was thinking about how Mary felt after the angel left her. He didn't say like, this is what's going to happen, and then this will happen, and then this, and then this, and then this. And so then she was like, oh, now I know, right? She had to have that trust. And so if you're looking at it that way, that it's talking about the trust that Mary had in the unknown, that's a really beautiful thing as a personal reflection. But I am not a fan of the way this particular song carries it out. But I do like reflecting on what Mary would have thought, what would have gone through her mind.
There you go.
You know what? I think some people come for this song too because like it reminds me of like some of those like credit songs to like 80s movies. It like goes hard for the drama like in that way. But you know, I'm here for that kind of drama, so I'm okay with it.
There we go.
I mean, if you need like a Marian like meditative song, Amy Grant's "Breath of Heaven." I'm gonna rep Amy Grant all night long. Well, yeah, the Magnificat too. Yeah. The Magnificat from Evening Prayer.
So but we've heard. Got it.
"Breath of Heaven," Amy Grant.
So we've heard NSYNC Christmas album. We've heard Amy Grant. We've heard Mariah Carey, Michael Bublé. Are there any other cats out there, musicians that have a Christmas album that folks are not tapped into yet? That right now, tonight, by the fire, we should be tossing their album in. Oh no, but actually listening to their song. Is there anybody out there? Any other musicians out there we should be listening to their Christmas album?
Josh Groban. We have not repped Josh Groban yet, and he has probably one of the best "Oh Holy Nights" of all time.
Absolutely, I agree. I second Josh Groban. I would also throw in the hipster vote for Suf John Stevens' Christmas album. That's great. He also has a lot when it comes to scriptural reflection and his other music. That's real deep, but it's a great Christmas album.
Anybody else?
I got to shout out my boy. Mike just reminded me. James Taylor's Christmas album is so solid piece of work.
I mean, James Taylor's every album, but yeah.
There you go. Okay. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say that once in a while, DMX still with them bangers. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Thank you.
Props to Mike and Dom for bringing that out. A friend of ours, she always puts out annual post of DMX.
Yes.
DMX, man. Pray for him, dog.
I do the same thing.
He can lead me in any reflection, pre-game, post-game, life.
He probably would be an amazing homilist for sure.
No, he needs to. Yes, Lord, stay with my man. Keep him close.
I love DMX Rudolph. That's kind of when I know Christmas time is, and he always releases it, or I always see it just at the end of Advent. So
at the moment that you need it the most,
he must have an Advent calendar somewhere. I like Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson is solid songs. Ariana Grande's album is actually pretty good for Christmas. If you're looking for like a lot of pop Christmas, I think are really good. Oh, there's a country one. Yes, I listen to country. I can't remember which one I like, but I like some country Christmas albums.
Carrie Underwood, maybe.
Carrie Underwood's good. Yes, she's like just a solid. Stays in key. You know, we love an in tune singer.
Has Taylor Swift released any Christmas album yet?
She
Is that one thing she won't do?
She didn't release an album, but she did release. She has. She have Last Christmas, and then she has the Christmas Tree Farm, which I don't even know the tune of because it came out last year, and I don't.
I wonder when like Christmas albums get recorded. Like, do they get recorded like in the springtime? Like, what do you like?
Just I think so. They usually get released around October because that's when you want it like set and for people to play during Thanksgiving and all of that. So if you're releasing an album, you're probably recording it in the spring.
There you go.
I mean, look, on the pop playlist side of things, also, we got to give an honorable mention to Justin Bieber's Mistletoe.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm just saying, if some of you have avoided COVID, but you've come down with the Bieber fever, I'm here for you. I'm here to relieve your symptoms.
Goodbye, sir. Goodbye.
The Beaver Fever. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been rocking with the best of Holy Ruckus podcast. Father Pat and I are with you weekly, and it was an awesome to have our guests, Julia, Tori, Ogechi, Annie and the McHughes, Anthony Esser, and of course, Padre. Want to hit us with a little blessing as we go forth out into the world?
Absolutely. I thought you were going to hit me with a song request. I was going to...
Copyright, I can't do that. Copyright. I was gonna put it, but then they'll flag us. And then I was like, oh no. Oh, also, when is it too early to listen to a Christmas music? Is it ever too early? Like, was Thanksgiving not met with like a warm, yeah, put that jam on?
I mean, personally, I feel like anything before the first Sunday of Advent is verboten. But
no, this year everyone got a pass. You got to listen to Christmas music whenever you wanted. That was
this year has been an Advent. I feel like Advent, we need it this year more than ever.
For sure.
People say we need Christmas more than ever. I think we need Advent more than ever.
Cool.
Well, write me some more Advent songs, girl. Come on.
You gotta sing it. When people give you the mic, you gotta sing. Not now, because
begotten goes too high and then too low.
What is? How does it go? Is it like of the Father love begotten?
Oh no. Anyway, here we go. We're good.
On that.
I'm gonna use mute button. Tori, anything? Oh, where can we find, like, because we've had other folks here before, but where can we find you? I know you got a podcast. Anything you want to pitch right now?
Sure. Yeah, you
put
can
you on the spot.
Yeah, Instagram at Tori West. I do have a podcast, but it's not very consistent. But if you're really bored and want something random to listen to that have life stories, then so does Tori podcast.
Best name.
Yeah, and then I'm always posting. I work at St. Elizabeth in Rockville, so I'm always posting their different media stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, that's about it.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then Julia, go for it.
I started a podcast in quarantine as well. It's at 7 Mile Chats on Instagram. Ogechi was just a guest on the latest episode. It's a scripture podcast where my guest picks a scripture verse and we just chat about it. I give some historical context. So you can find me on Instagram, 7 Mile Chats.
There you go. Getch, what'd you think? Getch me if you can.
Hi, my Instagram is Get Me If You Can. I also have a podcast. I don't think it's a requirement.
Prior listening.
It's just a great way for us to share our voices, and it's called Tell Me If You Can, a play off Get Me If You Can. And I interview different women, and they share their stories, and it comes out weekly on Thursdays.
There you go. All right, guys, go ahead, Father Pat. Hit him up. Thank you, guys. Give him a little quick blessing. Get us out.
We give thanks and praise to the God who loves us, the reason for the season, who's preparing our hearts to make room for him with his second coming in mind. Let us ask the Lord to bring us to greater conversion. Heavenly Father, we give you thanks and praise for our time together. We ask you to bless all of our listeners, bless their families, sanctify their homes, strengthen our hearts, help us to drive out all that is a distraction, all that occupies the room that was meant only for you, so that we can be that sacred space for your birth, for your coming, for your holiness. Amen, John. And may Almighty God bless you, the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
All right, folks, this will be up on our Spotify, our Google Podcast, and Apple Podcast. Thanks so much for listening. We'll be back next week. We're going to talk Advent Christmas traditions, epic fails in that department. So happy to have you guys there. And then our movie edition, we'll let you know when that drops. Thanks so much, guys.
Peace.
See y'all then. Peace.